Hey Tad,
Yes, Alex.
let's finally talk about Undertale.
Oh boy.
So, controversial topic,
I don't know about
Undertale.
controversial.
Is that a fucking joke? Motherfucker, this game has become one of those games that people kind of think twice before talking about because of how shitty the fan base became so fast. Now, before I jump right into that part, let me get a little introduction here. Now, I didn't back the Kickstarter of Undertale.
Neither did I.
I saw it once. I'm like, whatever. I didn't care too much.
I saw it from the Homestuck website. There's like, hey, my friend. He's like, hey, one of the music guys is doing it. I'm like, all right, whatever. I don't care.
And I just was not into Homestuck at this time anymore. So I heard about it once because my buddy Ravi fucking funded it, I think, if I recall correctly. And whatever. I didn't care too much. So years later, game comes out. I wake up one day. Now I work a night shift, so I wake up way late at night. So everyone's like already playing it and talking about it, and they're like, "Yo, Alex, you gotta get this game." I'm like, "The fuck are you guys talking about?" And they're like, "Undertale," and I'm like, "Oh, did that come out? I remember hearing about that on Kickstarter like 3 fucking years ago." And they're like, "It's so good, blah blah blah. Make sure you don't kill anything." I'm like, "Whatever. I'll fucking what is this? $10? Yeah, sure, whatever. I'll waste my money. I wasted it on worse. I spent more money on fucking candy at work. Shit." Fucking whatever, dude. So I get the game, I install it. They say the soundtrack's super good and super funny, and you can date a skeleton. I'm getting all the fucking memes and shit right off the bat. So I play this game, and I think it's gonna be some fucking. I'm being a pessimistic little fucking asshole. I'm being V. I'm
You
being
assume
straight
it's like
V.
a too deep for you
Yeah,
bullshit
I
RPG.
I completely think that's gonna happen when Flowey gives me this little fucking intro, and then Toriel's like, "Don't be violent," and I'm doing this little introduction thing, and yeah, I gotta face Toriel and that killer, and I knew when that third frog told me, sometimes you have to spare people even when they don't mean it. I'm like, oh, he doesn't want me to kill anyone in this game, does he? I knew immediately what the fucking meme of this game was gonna be. So I do it. I save Toriel because I'm not a fucking idiot, and I go out and it's like all spooky. I'm like, this is just gonna be one of those fucking piece of shit indie games. I just knew it. $10, whatever. Then you shake Sans hand and it's the fucking whoopee cushion fart sound, and I said, this game's gonna be kind of funny, isn't it? Then the entire introduction with Sans Papyrus was really funny, and I really enjoyed it. And this game started to have charm and personality, and I started to actually stop being a pessimistic little shithead and enjoy this game. So then
Mm-hmm.
you get on Skype, and you already know. I'm not gonna let you talk because I know the introduction, and my point of view is way funnier than yours. I
Yeah.
fucking
So you send me a message and you're like, hey, you should check this game out. And I'm like, I am busy playing Shadowrun Hong Kong.
and I'm like, but Tad, it's literally the new Homestuck, and you're
And I
like,
was like,
well, sign me up.
I mean, I said, well, sign me the fuck up, fan. Mm-hmm. Good shit, good shit, if I say so myself. I say so. Ooh, that's some good shit.
So, what were you thinking when you first played Undertale?
So, I think you bought me Undertale because I'm like, yeah, I'll
Yeah,
get around to it eventually.
yeah, I
'Cause
bought it because I
I was
actually
playing,
enjoyed the game.
yeah, I was playing some other games and I finally made some time to play it. And I'm like, okay, all right, Toby Fox. All right, I know this dude. He made, I don't know, some of these Homestuck songs. Let's see what he's got here. And so I'm like, all right, ooh, oh boy, that's some indie games right there. Ooh boy. And I play through it and I'm like, all right, whatever. I go over and I beat the shit out of the dummy, expecting it to like break at some point. So I did that for literally 10 minutes. And I actually didn't save, so I had to do the intro like 3 times.
Nice.
Because I walked right past, I don't know why I walked past the save point. But I went through the game, I did all that. And I was going pacifist because I knew the things that I was spoiled on in the game was that I knew what I assumed was the final boss looked like. Because I saw, and this is going to be full of spoilers, but if you haven't played Undertale already, I guarantee you've already been spoiled in all the fun gimmicks of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And like I'm like, oh, okay, there's this big green colored monster. That's probably the final boss. Whatever. That's all I know about this game. I think the big boss is Azrael or whatever because I've heard that name. And I go through it and I'm like, all right, whatever. I get to the just like you. I get the sands. I'm like, this guy's kind of funny. Then I hit my sweet, sweet, precious baby boy, Papyrus. And I was like, oh shit. Oh, this is gonna be good. And then I think I saved at Snowden, and then I didn't touch the game for like a week or something. Because like I said, I was playing Shadowrun Hong Kong. I was playing as Ping Pong, Ping Pong, Ping Pong, the Orc Mage.
Okay.
Because the reason why I named the Ping Pong, Ping Pong, Ping Pong was it asked me for like my code name, and I put Ping Pong because it's in Hong Kong, and then it asked for my first and last name, and I blinked, so I just put Ping Pong, Ping Pong.
You're a fucking idiot.
So it's like, I see you're here, Ping Pong. Or no, it was Ping Pong, Ping Pong, Ping Pong is dead. Call me Ping Pong. I'm like, this is the best decision I've ever made.
Fuck you.
But I immediately, as soon as I got to like Snowden Town, I started getting that feeling. I'm like, this feels very close to Homestuck. Which, I mean, he worked very closely with the author, and I'm like, I'm getting these same serious vibes here. I'm getting the same feeling. You know, it's obviously Undertale inspired, or Earthbound inspired. And I'm like, okay, I'm getting this feeling, you know, these houses, the kid's walking around, he doesn't say anything, you can't tell his gender or whatever. So I'm like, all right, I'm feeling a little bit here. And I came back again very, very strong about halfway into the game at the waterfall.
Mm-hmm.
When you get to, because you get to the waterfall, then you fuck around. I forget what happens after that. You fuck around with Sands and Papyrus.
You get chased by Undine.
My roommate's girlfriend couldn't beat Papyrus. She lost to him twice and then never touched the game again, but she's a big fan of it because she's one of those fucking fandom people.
One of those secondaries.
And it is, because it's like, if she would have just fought him one more time, you can lose 3 times against Papyrus and keep playing the game. But oh yeah, before we go any further, gameplay is basic RPG. You can talk to people, and then it's like a lazy shoot 'em up. You just avoid the things. You avoid the little.
No, I actually
arrows.
like the combat system when you attack because I like the little timed hits thing. That makes it more engaging and fun.
I liked evading attacks for a while because each enemy had their own. You know, it was there's personality in it. Like the frogs was just like a frog hopping. You know, the Papyrus was you had to jump over bones. Sands was you had to jump over bones again, but it was really hard.
Problem, though, with the combat thing. The game's a fucking piece of shit and makes you feel like a jackass for wanting to play it, so you can't even use the attacks except for a couple things. Otherwise, you're gonna be called a cuck all day by a stupid flower. Like, fuck you, dude. Like fucking asshole comes up to you with a gun. I'll make sure I talk real nice to him, Toby. How about that? Why don't you suck me, dude? They're trying to kill me.
No, but Alex, you gotta use your determination to fucking take the gun out of his hand.
Suck me. So, I'm enjoying the game, though. Music's great, and the characters are funny and charming.
Yeah, because you finished the game before I did.
Oh, yeah.
Before I picked it up from Snowden.
I got that true ending, because the game fucking tells you how to. I really liked it, and the game was fun, and I enjoyed the hell out of it. And I'm gonna say it right now. I'm not some fucking cuck who's trying to pretend he doesn't like it now that it became cancerous. The game was really fun. I just hated that his anti-violence message was kind of in my face, and I hate the fact that you make a really fun, timed hits kind of RPG fight, and then call me a cuck for using it. Kill yourself.
See, for me, I would honestly say Undertale's in my top 5 favorite games. But I also had the game hidden from my Steam inventory, so I never see it again because it makes me physically sick. I'll get into that later.
So, game was pretty good. It's been over a year now. Let's talk about the aftermath of this game coming out.
Hold on, one other thing I wanted to mention. When I said later, I got reminded of Homestuck again. The little lizard lady, who I thought was just an old dude because he had wrinkles, but apparently those are eyelashes. And the fish lady are literally Tavros and Vriska from Homestuck. That's all I wanted to say. Also, Sans is Aradia and John. Wake up, sheeple.
Wake up, sheeple. I don't remember fucking Aradia being that funny. She was just kind of a cunt.
There's a game theory I have on it, but it's you know that video Sans' Nest? It's basically that, just replacing Nest with a radio.
I didn't watch that because I'm not a retard.
Exactly, and that's why you never got to meet the Pope. Anyway, aftermath of this game, and so the game comes out. It's solid for about 2 weeks, and then it implodes.
It implodes in on itself like a neutron star.
And I have a very solid theory on why this happened.
So do I.
Okay, so this game came out in what? It was 2015.
Yeah, just last year. Just a little over last year.
So there was, dude was a big part of Homestuck. And Homestuck at this point in time, from about 2011 forward, has the shittiest fucking terrible teenage fans. I'm the exception in just about every single way, shape, and form.
Hey man, age is just a number. You act like one of those shitty fans. I've seen your co-post. Ted, bought me 2 books of nothing but pictures of Eridan. I don't even like Eridan.
Neither do I. Just kidding. I literally have a poster of 4 Eridans above my computer.
Why?
It was only $15.
Why?
But anyway, during this time there was a big break in Homestuck because he was leading up the finale. That break finishes. There's jack shit. Another one starts. People are all these shitty fans are all angsty because Steven Universe just started.
They're hungry.
People into that.
They're hungry. And Steven Universe comes out and they're like, give me some of that shit. Give me some of that social justice bullshit and deep theories. Now, as a man who likes Steven Universe, I know cancer. And
you mean new male? You're a new male.
As a new male, cisgendered piece of white girl, I don't fucking know memes. As a fucking loser who likes this garbage, I had a bunch of bad feelings, a bunch of bad vibes, much like how you did with Undertale with Homestuck. I had a bunch of Steven Universe vibes with this, and I knew things were gonna go south pretty quickly.
But yeah, Steven Universe just starts, so they're getting their appetizer, and then this game comes out, and it's more accessible than the TV show. I don't know about more accessible, but it's there, So it explodes. All these shitty teenage fans are like, "Oh shit, look at this game! Oh man, look at all this!" And they fucking latch their fingernails and their fucking faux fingernails fucking sink right in.
See, here's the thing. I want to interrupt this thing because I need to say this real quick of this theory I have. That Toby Fox is an evil...
A game theory.
Yes, a game theory. That Toby Fox is an evil genius. Now, the guy is like, what, 23, 24? Dude's just barely older than us, dude. So
yeah, he is like 25.
He's a young dude who lives on the internet like me and you. So he knows his shit. That's why he has all those anime jokes. Now...
He knows that skeletons are funny.
He made Undertale... with the exact amount of everything it needed to be popular on the internet. It had the anime jokes, it had the skeletons, it had the funny memes, it had the good music, and the good emotionally feeling music that you can attach to a scene and remember it better. Now, you don't think that's much, but that applies so heavily to people like that one chick you just mentioned, who is a big fan of Undertale as a filthy secondary, who just like looks up the music and is like, yeah, that was cool, and looks up fan theories on YouTube and shit, doesn't actually play the game. Just having good music and a scene to attach that music to creates a secondary right there.
Music is incredibly important in games. Like in the top 5 games that they're my favorite, almost all of them have very good music that I think of that music and I associate it with that scene of the game. I think about all that shit. It immediately comes to mind.
And that's
music is very important.
Another thing is that the characters are too charming. They're too funny and they're too good.
They're kind of flat, and especially in Papyrus's case, but that's okay. You can work with a flat character just fine. And if a character's very flat, you could push your own emotions and shit onto them.
But the thing is that they're too good at their job. They're too funny, memorable, and enjoyable to be around. and that makes even more secondaries or just more obsessive fans who love them. Like Papyrus is the perfect example because everyone loves Papyrus. He's the best.
There's not a single person on this planet who dislikes Papyrus.
And
when I was at PAX, how much is a Papyrus? And they told me $17, and then I'd have to get it online. So I told them to suck me, and I walked away.
Uh, So the game comes out. Toby's like, I just hope people don't over-obsess over my game, and this game stagnates into a cesspit. And what he really said was, man, people are gonna eat this shit up and draw so much fan art for me. I'm gonna make so much money selling my soundtrack alone. I did it. I fucking did it, Reddit. I'm a fucking
Eat
genius.
shit, Andrew Hussey.
Fucking Toby knew what he was doing. Toby was an evil fucking genius who made the perfect internet Tumblr bait game with the fucking no gendered protagonist to be whatever you want it to be, the perfect little deep, just a little bit of deep hidden shit to make shitty fan game theories and shit videos.
I played the game. I have literally no idea what like the dad skeleton is or anything of that. That's never ever brought up in the game. It's just like in the voice files and shit, I guess.
Yeah.
But like that's something that people can dig up and obsess over. It extends the lifetime of the game. It gets all this discussion.
The whole Gaster thing. He had the good music. The little cute comment, like you just said, every like enemy had their own kind of personality, which just adds to more memorability and shit. Like the fucking all of this shit that he added too much flair and personality to make the game perfect for people on the internet to eat up and become a bunch of secondaries for. Like there's probably way more Undertale fans, like a million more Undertale fans compared to the millions of copies that might have been sold.
Oh yeah.
And that's my
like
issue.
I said, my roommate's girlfriend wasn't good enough at video games to get past Papyrus. No idea how she was supposed to get past Undyne, so she just watched a playthrough on YouTube.
She's literally like she is exactly what I'm talking about. Undertale was made for those people, and Toby knew that, made it for that. He comments on that, which is even a bigger problem. Is that because of the whole pacifist bullshit and Flowey calling you a cuck, he created a mindset of people, of purists, who say you gotta play this game the exact way we want you to and shit.
Oh god, yeah, this shit was annoying.
And he knew that. He knows that. He could act like he's a fucking innocent little baby. He's a genius. He knew exactly what he was doing. That's why he had that Flowey do that commentary.
He's a rich white Jewish kid.
He had Flowey do the comments about people who just sit back and watch this garbage on like YouTube videos and shit, you know? That was that Flowey was meaning by that. Fucking yeah. He knew. Toby knew exactly what he was doing. And when he made that ending just perfect, like really hard to lose. Really memorable, really like just the Flowey fight was incredible, with the music and the weird sound effects, and Flowey's design was like supposed to be like weird and not like fitting for the game. Like he was a weird.
The game wasn't. It had a very distinct art style.
And then he was a weird FMV monster. He was supposed to look weird. Like you remember that now. You remember? And then
I remember.
Then there was the fucking what was his fucking name? Fucking your brother's fight with all that anime bullshit. He made that with
Sans fight.
No, that's Sans dumb shit. Fucking Ezreal is what is this? What was his name?
Oh, Ezreal Dreamore.
That's it. Fucking
which
Ezreal.
is just an anagram for serial killer or serial murderer.
Yeah. So the whole Ezreal thing, and you made that with that fucking music and shit. The friendship power. The fucking and I love that scene. But the one thing that I legitimately went at is when you like save Sands of Papyrus, and one of the things you can say to make them remember themselves is fucking Junior Jumble is harder than crosswords. I was
exactly.
I'm like, okay, that's really cute. See,
the game brings up like they're very very simplistic characters. There's distinct moments you remember them. Like for me, one of my favorite moments in the game was when you fight Asgore, and it starts off the intro, goes silent. He breaks the mercy button, and you gotta fight him.
Yeah, but the problem is that he was too good. He was too good at the exact qualities he needed to create an internet secondary fan base. I can say this a million times over, but you get my idea now, right? So, now, let's go into that other thing we were talking about it came out at the perfect time. Homestuck just went on its other break. Steven Universe was sucking up the fans, but Steven Universe just went on its break for its new season.
Oh shit, it did too?
Yeah, Steven Universe went on break to start the Steven Bomb format, which is this whole garbage I don't even want to get into. But basically, months of delays before we get like 5 episodes. It was awful. So, Steven Universe is doing the Steven Bomb, so we gotta wait months for new episodes. Then here comes Tumblr Tale with everything both Homestuck and Steven Universe fans love. Social justice warrior pandering, funny cute moments, YouTube clips, deep interesting stuff that doesn't have anything to do with anything, and good music. Everything that both of them needed. And Undertale had it. And this is all because of King's Quest.
Fucking King's Quest.
Let me get my tinfoil hat game theory fucking shit going for you guys right here. Now,
fucking thanks a lot, Sierra Games, you pieces of shit.
this isn't even really me. Let me tell Ted about it. This is let me tell you, audience, about this garbage.
Because we've discussed this in like an underground bunker, like layered with tinfoil, and we had like lead suits, so the fucking NSA can't hear us.
Yeah. So, Steve's coming on. Fucking they're trying to.
It's the fucking NSA.
They're trying to get me.
Oh god, they got him.
They got me. They shot me, dude, with a sneeze gun. Okay, so for those who have been following the Homestuck game, aka this asshole over here telling me what's going on, Homestuck game, Andrew Hussey's like, well, I got my money, time to
Hold
go
on.
to...
Let me tell you what happened with the Homestuck. Let me tell you what happened with the Homestuck game.
Yes, you're better fitting for this role.
Okay, 2012. He decides to...
And this is related to the case, just stick with us, audience.
Yeah. He drops the bomb like, hey guys, we're doing a Kickstarter for a non-specific Homestuck adventure game. And that's like literally all he said. He's like, hey, it's an adventure game related to Homestuck. Instantly got funded within like 27 hours.
It didn't take long.
And then it kept going on, and I think it became like the third highest funded Kickstarter game at like 2.7 million or something. And so he's like, hey, we have a dev studio lined up. We're going to make that. Going to take a short break, from the comic. And I'm going to write up all this stuff. We're going to get this all good. I'm going to write up the plot of the game. Going to have a short break. And he started, at the same time, he started dropping like these updates called Mina Quest, where you played as a troll, and there was like 12 more trolls added that were all like Tumblr jokes. And so he did that on purpose, that more people like, oh man, check it out. This character's appealing to me. Let's ignore the fact that it's directly making fun of me.
Can't agree.
Like he had, there was one based off the yellow troll, My Tuna, and he literally had a 4chan like post behind his like messages. Yeah,
the Yatsuma board.
He was a gibbering retard, and it was beautiful. And
He's a gibbering autist.
He's a gibbering autist, and he would just he made fun of everyone for that, and he was putting that on at the same time, getting everyone in for that Kickstarter, got all that money. He's like, okay, development team is it's The Odd Gentleman, literally Who game studio. And so like 2 years later, or 1 year later, he's like, yeah, so we're done with them now. Didn't tell anyone why. There was literally no updates. It was like Christmas of like 2013. He's like, oh, check out these 3D models. And it's just like a walking animation. It was, that SpongeBob episode. It was that.
It was just a bunch of cheap walk cycles.
Exactly. That's all it was. And so then it comes out, one of the people like working on the game leaks out like, yeah, the studio totally fucked us. Because they signed a contract, allegedly. This is a little bit of speculation. They signed a contract, and then there's like, so we're gonna take your money and not make this game, and what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it? You gonna hire a lawyer? I'm sure you got the money for that after you paid us $190,000. It was, or like 1.7 million or some shit. It was like, yep. What are you gonna do about it? And so they lost like all of the money. And so they were like, okay, well, we can make this on our own. And this is my favorite part, because this only happened recently, so I don't think I told you about this.
Oh, boy.
The person that Andrew Hussey hired to be the hiring manager was some idiot Tumblr user that him or one of his friends knew. She hired a bunch of people. Some of the artists were bad. The coder that they hired, the programmer, didn't know how to program, lied about that. He just straight up lied about it. And so this person hired a bunch of useless people that spent all the rest of their money. So they just they're out of money now. He's like, well, 1 year later, on like 10/25 or something, he wipes his like, hey guys, we're going to start a new studio called What Pumpkin in New York City. We're going to make the game 2D because the 3D wasn't working out. And so then he's like, all right, we're out of money. And then it's silent for a while, and like Undertale comes out. And I'm almost certain that Undertale's money is what is keeping this game afloat now. It comes out allegedly in January, but Toby Fox and James Roach are working on the adventure game, which is called Hive Swap now. I'm certain that the only reason this game's still getting made is because of the Undertale money. But the reason the Odd Gentleman told him to suck a fuck is because Sierra Games came up and was like, "Hey guys, you want to make the new King's Quest?" They're like, "Oh fuck yes," because because they had to have made the decision to fuck over these people that gave them a bunch of. I'm gonna shut my fucking window. I'm angry.
Angry about King's Quest because
Cat's lying on my
audience,
Homestuck blanket.
they were told to make King's Quest and took all of the money to make King's Quest.
Exactly. They made the new King's Quest with all of the Homestuck money.
Which,
And that game also looks like shit, so.
and all of that was the reason that Homestuck had to do all this bad shit and delay the comic so much, which then made people go to Steven Universe, and then when Steven Universe happened to delay by coincidence, Undertale came out and was able to steal the entire spotlight of Cancer, and because of King's Quest that snowball had to start rolling. Fuck King's Quest.
Yeah, fuck you, Sierra Games.
Now that we got that out of the way of my theory, let's talk about my game theory about why King's Quest ruined the internet for a little while. Let's talk about one character in particular that ruins a lot of things. Sans. So,
Oh boy. Tiny Sans.
so this is going to be a little quick one, but everybody likes Sans. He's really funny and then has the whole genocide route, evil final bossing that cheats thing.
Yeah, his final boss, he cheats the game.
Yeah, everyone loves it. It was amazing. Everybody loved it. The problem, literally everybody loved it. Too much. And Ted,
Yes.
remember the Stronger Than You parody?
There's a video on YouTube of a Steven Universe song called Stronger Than You. The one from Cartoon Network, the official one, has like 4 million.
7 million views and counting. Undertale has like over 20 million.
So more than almost 3 times as many views.
Yeah, the Undertale parody is so popular that there are so many comments from stupid people like, what the fuck? The Steven Universe song sounds like the Undertale one. It makes me internally, but I know I can't fix stupid.
God knows I've been trying. You should have tried harder on me. You should have told me to stop reading Homestuck.
I
You never
did.
I don't recall.
Why didn't you just tell me to stop reading Homestuck? Meow. You did? Why didn't you tell me I wasn't listening? Meow. You did? Oh, Alex. Oh, Alex.
I don't understand this about Sans myself.
Mm-hmm.
He's in the game. He's just a short, fat dude who drinks ketchup. He's a short, fat, funny skeleton, drinks ketchup. That's it. You know?
The reason he has the powers is he has the same powers that Papyrus does, little skeleton powers, but he knows he's in a video game because Sans and Papyrus have a fucking time machine. They're time cops, and whoever their dad skeleton was probably in that too. Papyrus is literally an autistic man-child, so probably doesn't actually know what's going on. But Sans does, and he realizes that shit's going up with all your resets and shit in genocide mode, and tries to put a stop to you. The fucking problem with that is that you fight him back. Now, Sans is super fucking weak, but he is, meted out, and he knows what everything is that's going on, so he's just gonna disobey the fucking rules. So you gotta disobey the rules and actually finally land a hit and kill him. By attacking when he's talking. And that's how it works. He's a weird guy that's aware of the timelines and shit, but whenever things are reset, he's not immune to it. So he forgets shit. He knows that it happened, he could feel it, but doesn't know exactly when or where, what just happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He could feel it, but doesn't know it. Tries to stop you, but he doesn't really try to stop you because he knows that you could just keep resetting. So he's just trying to be as unfair and cheating as possible to just make you not want to play the game anymore. The only way he could stop you is just making you rage quit. That's what he is. So you do that, beat the game, kill Flowey, whatever. Fucking people just obsess the fuck over out of Sandus, though, because of that moment. It's a great moment, a great fight, and of course Megalovania, that song that everyone knows from Homestuck, Smiley Face.
Yeah, stop appropriating my fucking culture.
That now Megalovania is associated with Undertale now. Shen used to stream it, and he said to stop putting it on because people would start groaning because everyone hates Undertale. It's the cool game to hate. But Sans is really bad because of this shit. Because, like, the other characters, he was just too good at being a secondary bait character.
See, he became, like, a real weird, like, fetish character, too.
Well, that's just
Like,
people sexualizing literally anything, Tad.
I know, but it's, like, extreme with Sans. Because he had, you know, he was just... Alright, I have one kind of theory on it. He's the only character in the game that's, like, actually hostile towards you and wants you to stop, besides Undyne. But Undyne, you know, isn't really a challenge. But Sans is the only one that's like some people can't beat. You know, he's a hard boss, and I guess he's there more than Undyne is. But like there's another podcast I listen to called I Could Be Into That, where it's a like a pornography podcast.
Pornography.
And their first episode is Undertale, and they got into the Sans section, and there's shit like blue ghost tentacle penises, tiny Sans,
Sans,
and then there's shit like Tumblr has like alternate universes where like Sans and Papyrus are swapped, but they're like red or something.
I don't know.
Shit like that. And there's like audio erotica on like Tindeck and shit.
I can't get over. Like, okay. So Homestuck
going
was
off the deep end.
Homestuck was out for years before it got the shit. Now, once fucking what was her name? Von Karma? No, fucking Von Fawn. That's it. Von Karma's from fucking Phoenix,
Don't
right?
bring back these memories, Alex.
So Von Fawn. Let me tell you about Von Fawn, audience. So, she was a thing. Hey, Tad, you remember that? You remember, don't you?
Yeah, I know, and I'm reminded every time that someone beats my score on Audio Surf for Von Fawn, Black Romance. Voice acting for Visca Circuit.
Why do you
It wasn't my fault. I did it on Audio Surf, and they sent me emails.
So for those who don't know, Von Fawn was this fucking cunt who fucking voice act role played as like Vriska on fucking Tindeck,
which is an audio hosting site. I put some of the episodes on here.
But basically she single-handedly ruined that website. Whatever that website wanted to be, it became a Homestuck dump, because that's all it is.
The guy's actually trying to sell the website.
Who is he gonna sell it to? What, Pumpkin?
Probably.
Like, okay, so people just go on fucking Tindeck, upload their fucking Homestuck voice acting sound-alikes and their RP and their fucking sing-along musical bullshit, and it's an awful website.
And then that bleeds over into Undertale fucking immediately.
Oh, yeah. When Undertale came out, it became immediately on Tindeck, because Undertale hit Homestuck levels immediately. Because, like, remember, it was the perfect thing to come out right when Homestuck people needed it the most.
Exactly.
But I didn't get
it
into
had the same feelings as, you know.
But Ted, I wasn't done. Homestuck eventually hit audio erotica.
Ooh, boy.
So, audio erotica is exactly what it sounds like. It is just Homestuck audio porn of just crazy shit. Like, what was it, like John X Dave, what sports or whatever?
Because we listened to Jade X Feferi once, and it was like a Brazilian...
Because we had to know. You can't tell me that there's something like Homestuck audio porn and not have me listen to it once to see what the fucking is. Like,
but it was like really bad microphone, and it's, you know,
I'm
really hoping that they were like adults, but I can't tell, because I mean they were just making like
we were bad
noises.
people. It's okay, Ted. It was audio. Like, Ted, like there are bad things you just have to see in case they're like when I go to Co and I saw a fucking thread that says, "Do you like clowns, Co?" I'm like, okay, like I don't like this, but I need to know what's in there. I can't see that and just ignore it. I have to know, Tad. Did you know how...
But it's shit like that. Like, I put a video up on YouTube of Toriel X Sans pegging that I found on SoundCloud. I called it Toriel Theme Kickstarter backer version. I tried submitting it to Silva Gunner, but he wouldn't take it.
Fuck Undertale. Okay. I'm getting real funny now. Fucking... So... My favorite thing that Undertale's ever put out... Now, keep in mind, people out there, unlike other people who just want to ignore it, they want to say, well, the fan base ruined the game. I can no longer enjoy it. I still liked Undertale. I still do. It was a good game that was funny, and I admit that I still like it. I'm not a cuck, but the worst thing that it ever produced was the fucking song. When I saw that when I went to Tin Deck one day, I said, yes. Yes, we hit this level. Only took 2 months. Fuck yeah. I leaked that shit to you like 3 times.
I am going to edit that into this to listen to. And what is the title of this track, Alex?
It's fucking Sans X Papyrus fucking Drop Pop Candy or whatever. Rock Pop Candy, I think. It's that fucking Vocaloid song I have on my fucking phone. I have 2 versions. I have the fucking version with Rin and Luca, and then I have the fucking superior one with fucking Tenno.
With Sans and Papyrus.
No, you idiot. With fucking Tenno and that other Utaloid that I forget the fucking name of because fucking Tenno's the only one that matters. Fucking when I saw that, I'm like, no way, dude. There's no way they fucking did an English cover of a Vocaloid song with Undertale characters. I clicked that, heard the little intro bit, I paused it, and had to like look away and say, oh my god. It's the real deal. This is really gonna be the English version sung by Sans Papyrus. Oh my god, Ted, I was so happy. I listened to it. Oh, it was so good. It ruined the song for me too. I can't hear it without hearing it going on in my fucking ears. Oh fuck, Ted, I just got a flashback of how much I love this series. Everyone knows the picture of the dog on the house on fire. This is fine. I'm okay with this. This is fine. That's literally me with Undertale. It's funny. This game's funny. I understand. It's kind of fun. Please stop doing this, Undertale fanbase. The worst that Homestuck that Hometale has ever gotten was this one video I saw, Tad, that I don't remember the title of it, and I'm not gonna dig through YouTube to find it, but I saw it.
Are you talking about when I made you watch that cosplay music video?
Which one? There was a lot of those, Tad.
The cosplay burlesque with Vriska, or it was like this. It was this.
The stripper one. The stripper one or the 12 Trolls of Christmas?
Both.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. But Homestuck took years to get that. Okay. Undertale's was out for a couple of months before this shit happened. You know. So, but the worst one I've ever seen. Now, I mentioned earlier the fucking Sans versus fucking Frisk, the Sans versus Chara fucking Stronger Than You parody. Yeah. That's more popular. Yeah. So the worst video I've ever seen on the entirety of YouTube. I don't know the author of this video. I can't remember this video, but I know it's a thing. And I still don't know if this guy is legit the biggest autist that I've ever seen in my life, or a guy who...
Are you talking about the littlest...
Shh. You shut your fucking mouth before I fucking do this joke, you piece of shit. I don't know if this guy is the worst autist I've ever seen, or on a whole nother level of irony that I just don't understand. That this guy is beyond my comprehension of humor. But it was the guy reenacting the Undertale version of Stronger Than You with his My Littlest Pet Shop toys with a fucking camcorder. Now, someone posted that in a V thread, and I clicked it to see if it was a real video, but I didn't watch past 10 seconds because I didn't want YouTube to register it as a view and put it in my related videos in the future. But it is a video that exists, and it is real. And it is the worst I think any fan base has ever hit in terms of cancer, which makes me think that this is just a guy who's at a whole nother level. Kind of like Opa SpongeBob style when the Gundam style came out. That kid wasn't a fucking idiot. That kid was a fucking genius and knew exactly what to do with his shitty lack of talent.
He was the Toby Fox of humor.
Yes, have you seen SpongeBob style?
Yes, it's my homepage.
Good. A whole
What was that
level
video?
parody.
What was that video that you had, or I set to your fucking YouTube bookmark?
Oh, was
that
it
was
just
your YouTube. It was extra. It was a fucking AMV for Homestuck of extraterrestrial, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was extraterrestrial. I thought you were going to be in the 11 and a half minutes of fart sounds.
Yeah, like I said.
We have a lot of fun here on this podcast.
Oh, it's some good shit.
But yeah, Undertale.
That video had Alex. That video had like 200 views when you found it. It has like 2,800 now. I have a sync tube, and I have that permanently on there. So when I'm not there, it's just playing that video over and over and over.
Kind of like how there's that Twitch stream, that Ustream that has Charlie Sheen Dog, which is just constantly playing Food Fight on repeat forever. Okay, but I've gone over Undertale, how I like it, I still like it, despite how cancerous it has become and so quickly. This game is gonna just be forever remembered by how cancerous it became so quick, and it's a damn shame, but there was really no other future for it. What do you have to say about this, Tad?
Alright, so I mentioned earlier that I took the game and removed it from my Steam library, so I never had to see it again.
Yeah.
I played it, I did the pacifist thing, and I started a genocide route, hit Papyrus, literally said out loud, I have made a grave mistake.
I feel
restarted
bad.
the game, and then I went through it one final time, doing the opposite, choices and all that, just to see it. And then I finished it, and I stopped playing it, and I was like, oh, why do I feel sick all of a sudden? And I was like, oh shit, what am I doing? And it's so fucking dumb. But I was like, oh man, look at this rich Jewish kid. Because I think I checked Steam stats at the time, and Undertale sold 3.3 million copies,
Which
at $10 a pop. That's $7 he gets per one or whatever. And I was like, oh shit, why am I not making this kind of money? I'm like, all right,
why am
look
I
at this
not making
game.
money?
This game's making me sick. It's making me think oh man, I should be doing this already. And so then I hid the game from my inventory, so I didn't have to look at it. And I bought fucking I didn't buy Game Maker because I'm not a cuck. But I downloaded Game Maker, and I signed up for college the next day. I'm getting out of this shithole.
Hey,
That's what
if
Undertale
Tony
did for
could do
me.
it, I could do it. I could be a
That was
fucking
it.
amateur game designer.
It was that, and then I'm like, okay, hold on. Making a game is really hard, so I'm just going to start taking actually useful college classes. So Undertale made me go to college.
Undertale made me go to college.
And then also looking at it makes me remember how shit Homestuck has gotten, and then that makes me angry.
All Undertale's
Legitimately makes me angry, Alex.
Undertale has made me laugh more than I've ever laughed in a year. Undertale has made me look at the internet and just think, damn, I'm not as big of an idiot as I think I am.
And that's really all you can ask for.
Undertale has made me fap to a fucking bull dyke fish, and that's about it.
I was going to end the episode right there, but I guess you have more to say about what you've fucking gone Butcher Pete on? Hacking, whacking, chopping that meat?
Hacking and whacking, smacking, hacking and whacking. The story of Undertale.
Chopping that meat.